gonna be up in. Oh, I gotta stop. I'm scrolling on Facebook.
Yeah, I picked the wrong day to not do
Hey,
stuff.
welcome to the No Buffer Podcast. As you can see,
Yes.
it is just two of us today.
The Bearhead is replacing Steve for the day.
Yeah, shout out to
Sorry.
Lingo Steve. He handling some things, but we'll see him back next week. Mm-hmm. You never know; he might surprise us and show up.
He might. He might just do.
I don't know if the mic hooked up, but if not, we'll figure something out when he come in. But hey, I'm last name good until my right. I have the lovely
Lingo.
Your Lingo?
No, I'm not.
What? Lingo.
I'm Chiane XO. Don't pay that any mind.
Like, what?
For those that are listening, now don't pay it no mind.
How you doing though?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Just okay?
Yeah, like it feels good to not be in heat right now. So I'm kind of just taking the AC in right now.
I completely like when you said
that.
Yeah, that's a pause.
When you said that, my brain went completely somewhere else when you said you were in heat.
Wow, no.
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
When you said that, it came. I was like,
all right.
What?
Kitty
I was like, what?
No,
I feel you. It's hot outside.
I wouldn't say I was in heat, but no.
It's definitely hot outside.
But no, it's hot as shit outside. So yeah, I'm taking in the AC because it is hot outside. So
I got you.
How are you? How was your weekend? How
I'm
were you
cool.
doing?
It was Father's Day weekend, so
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Shout outs to you. I had a couple of text messages and
Oh God.
Hey man, congratulations! I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
what? No, it's really fine.
But technically, you are still a father.
Yeah. Father to
Don't make me feel
one.
bad. I thought about that today when I was getting dressed. Like, oh man,
Father,
I did spill the beans last podcast.
You spilled the beans,
I
the
spilled
potatoes,
all the tea.
I don't know if you saw the episode last week. She told everybody I had a kid on the way. Like,
I'm sorry.
Like on the slick though.
It was on the slick. I wasn't even trying to. It just.
What she drinking?
No, it wasn't even.
It wasn't even like that. Just the
conversation
was that we were having. It kind of rumbled, flowed into it, and afterwards I was like, fuck, nobody knows this.
She was like something like baby shower or something like that. Like, oh yeah, we'll just do it at the shower. And then I just had to look away.
He gave me the really bitch face.
Wait, so this year what is guys and girls together?
No, I'm still gonna do my joint.
Oh,
like
okay.
the you asked, I forgot about it. Yeah, I'm still gonna do like the diapers, Pampers and Patron.
I know this time. So
Yeah, you know this time.
That's dope. Pampers and Patron.
Pampers and Patron.
That's
Even though we
fire.
ain't had no Patron. Did I call it Patron last year?
Nah.
What I said? Diapers and what?
You can't ask me. Look, I came with the person who ain't supposed to be there.
It was cool though. It was cool.
Diapers and Douce. Ooh.
That's a good one.
We had to get a Douce sponsor, guys.
Right. Right.
Being that thing with one bottle.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Well, wait, Hennessy and Douce are not the same price, or about the same?
Yeah, I can't remember what I called it last time. I think I called it Pampers and Partners. I think that's what it was because that's what. Yeah, that's what I think it was. Yeah, but so thank y'all for the people that sent me text messages, told me Happy Father's Day, told me congratulations. I appreciate y'all, for real. But this weekend, man, we chilled at the crib. Me and my daughter, we went to the College Hall of Fame.
I seen.
So we did that. That was pretty cool too. And my dad, my brother, sister, they came up. We went out to eat. Went to Yard House. And that was I ain't been to Yard House in a minute.
I don't think I've ever been to your house.
At the stadium?
I actually went to the one in Atlanta Station. They do have one at the stadium though. Yeah.
I ain't
But
been to your house yet.
It was like a long wait for the one at the Battery. So I was like, no, we'll just go to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And today we went to the aquarium. So I just been doing like some Atlanta
touristy shit.
Yeah, I was like a tourist.
No, it's
whole
cool
weekend.
though.
Yeah,
You should
You
be a
didn't take him
tourist
to the Trap Museum?
I still haven't done that yet.
I haven't done that yet.
Yeah,
we're supposed to do this as a collective. We have yet to do this.
Is it open on Mondays?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's look at the trap hours.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they call it, the trap hours?
No, I called it that.
Yeah, I need to check that out because I haven't been, and I don't want them to close it because I know Tip was saying like it's gonna be here as long as the people want it to be here. So basically saying as long as they still making money,
So
keep it up.
they are closed. So they're only open during the weekend.
Only on the weekend.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna have to schedule
I gotta get a
Friday, Saturday, or
so I can go
Sunday
to the trap museum.
to go for a couple of hours.
Okay.
Maybe we should make it like a thing, like go to trap museum, grab something to eat.
We could do that.
Make it a no buffer day.
We've been trying to do a no buffer.
I know
day
we suck.
forever.
We suck as humans.
I don't know what's going on with our lives. We need to get it together.
It's mainly the schedules, cause the money be good on the weekends.
Yeah, it's a schedule. It's really me because like I'm like.
I think it's just us as a group. We just
On
got to
the
be
weekend,
more
it's tough.
cohesive.
Yeah.
With our planning of no buffer dates.
True, but I know we were talking like off camera about with it being Father's Day, and I will say I saw less of it this year than I did last year.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start seeing the women say Happy Father's Day to me,
I hate those. Don't do that.
Can we have a real conversation about that?
Don't do that. Yes, we can.
It bothers you. Why does it bother you first?
It bothers me because I feel like as women, we have a day. Mothers have a day.
Right.
And as much as black men get shitted on, let them have their day. Like, just let them have their day. Like, and then I don't ever see it in reverse. Like, nobody ever says happy Father's Day or Happy Mother's Day to my father because he's in my, like, there's single dads out there too, and you don't see that. So I don't think it's fair to just automatically include your mother just because she was a single mother, or like that's not fair. She's not playing the mother or father; she's playing a single mother.
Yeah,
like,
she's just been a great mom.
Yeah, let her have that. And whether your father's in your life or you have father figures or whatever the case may be, let them have it. Like, it's not your time. I think that's just selfish, just me personally.
Yeah.
Just as I've gotten older and seeing it, it's like, yeah, I see how it's not cute.
It irks me though. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I mean, it irks me, but also at the same time, it's kind of like, what's the point? Like, what point are you trying to make? You know what I mean? By telling people that, I guess you basically telling people that the father not in your child's life or whatever, like happy. I don't know. I just feel like, just if you're a single mom, then go extra hard on Mother's Day for mom. But like, just I don't like it. It always rubbed me the wrong way. I can't even really express it. It just.
I think not that I didn't notice it. I don't think it really started to bother me until I got older.
Yeah.
I guess because I didn't see it as much. Like, before, I wanted to post about, oh, okay. But I think the older I get, it's like, it's just not cool. It's very untasteful, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I would be upset. Like, my mom was a single mom, but that don't mean she raised me by like, my dad was still in my life, like, she was a single parent in a single household, but she wasn't doing it all, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Your dad was there.
Right. So I think to discredit that and just be like, oh, like, it's a real slap in the face for my dad, and then it's just distasteful. Like, we have Mother's Day already, and I think they purposely do Mother's Day before Father's Day for that particular reason.
Hey, don't tell. I mean, even if the dad's not in like the child's life, I'm still on some like.
Just shut up.
Yeah.
Just don't post nothing. Like, it's okay.
Like, it's okay
to not post nothing.
I mean, I was gonna say it's not on you that the father is not.
It's not on the child.
No, it's not on the mother that the father. But then I can't really say that because sometimes it can be on them. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Until you know all of the circumstances.
Right.
Just be quiet.
So what are the circumstances that doesn't allow a child to have both parents in their lives, in your opinion?
Oh, that's interesting. I've seen it go a lot of ways.
Did we go deep?
I mean, I've seen a lot of instances where the mother can just be very, very vindictive and just very young-minded.
Yeah.
And that relays off into their relationship with the father. And it makes it very difficult for the child to have a relationship with the father. Which is very unfortunate because a lot of times it's not even the case of whatever the mother's telling the child. It's just that's the mother. That's a lot of weight that in the words that they say carry. So it's a lot of instances where I've seen where it's like the father's not even, like, everybody got fuck ups, but where the father's not a bad person or he's not evil, shit just may not, they just may not be working out as people together, and in turn it relates to like, oh, your daddy ain't shit, and it's just like, that's not cool. Like, I don't like that. I've never respected or understood women that did that to children.
Yeah, definitely to the child.
Definitely to the child, but then to the father, because then it's like now especially if he has other children, now you making it seem like he, you don't know, the child could be thinking he cares about these particular kids more than others, or it's just it just creates a lot of issues internally for the child that may or may not get addressed, and it's just unnecessary just because you upset, and I don't like that.
Do you think there's a time? Do you think there's ever a situation where a father should not be in their child's life? I think I worded that right.
I get where you're going.
Like, outside of bringing harm to the child, like if the father is not bringing harm to the child, is there ever a situation where the father should not be in the child's life?
I don't think so. Like you said, unless you bring in harm, I don't think there's a valid quote unquote reason for it. Yeah. But I can understand how in certain situations a man wouldn't want to be around their child in certain circumstances. I can understand that. Like I said, my dad was on drugs, so I can get not wanting to be around during that period of rehab and healing, and I can understand that, and not physically being there, like being there from a distance. I can understand that, because sometimes it's just a lot, because you're human. Now you got to deal with a lot, myself on top of healing my kids. Like, that's a lot, and I can understand that. That's a lot. But I don't ever think there's like you said, unless you're causing harm, physical harm or emotional abuse, I don't feel like there's any particular reason to not be around.
It's like I think for me, like, especially becoming a father, right? Mm-hmm. And my dad always was in, my mom and dad, they've been married going on now like 36 years, something like that. So, like, I don't recall a time my dad wasn't there. Like, my dad's been there the whole time. And I know that's a unique situation. That ain't everybody's life. Mm-hmm. But becoming a father myself, it's just like, I can't fathom in my head not being able to see my child whenever I wanted to, or be with my child. Like, I couldn't even fathom that in my head. Yeah. And I know, people have certain things happen. Of course, nobody knows what happens except the two individuals that's involved. Right. But my personal thoughts is like, unless you're causing harm to that child, there's no excuse for you not to be around. I don't care about y'all relationship. I mean, y'all relationship, the better y'all relationship is, the better it'll be for co-parenting. Right. To be honest, yeah. Regardless of what happened with y'all, I don't think that there's a time, unless you're causing harm to that child, I don't think that there is a reason for a man or for a woman to not be involved in that child's life. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, even like using your example, you said, well, your dad was he was on drugs. Mm-hmm. Even in that case, I still think that he can't, like, even though he's dealing with some things himself, he still can be around. It might have to be, it might have to be some adjustments made, but I don't think there should ever be a time to just say, like, no, you can't be around your mom, and no, you can't be around your dad. Yeah, absolutely.
And I can say, like, my mom was never that person to be like, no, you can't. Like, why would you do? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, just as a parent, why would you do that and think that's okay? Right. So that was never an issue of him being around. And I thank God for that. Like, him being around and him not being around. But I've seen it. Like, he has. I have a younger brother from another lady, and her herself is just a different type of individual.
She's a different
But
type
yeah,
of
but she's that person.
Oh, okay.
And that's
see
why
what
I
you're
said
saying.
like I get it, and
I got you.
it really boils down to like a thing of understanding like this isn't working out between me and you, but this has nothing to do with my child.
Right.
And I think when you can't understand that, you create these, like I said, you create those issues for the child, and like it just is unnecessary, and I can't stand it.
Yeah,
I can't stand.
I think
it.
ultimately, it harms the child. Ultimately, I think so.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I know people that were in those, and I'm gonna call it their volatile situations,
Mm-hmm.
that grew up to dislike one of the parents because of the situation. And then when you ask them, like I've had some people that I grew up with that had situations somewhat like that, and then you ask them like, yo, so like what's why you like this or why you don't like that, and it always come down to some he said she said.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's never like
it's never
facts.
like a conversation that's
Yeah.
really asked. It's like, oh, he said she did
Yeah,
this.
yeah. It's like, oh, so you mean to tell me you've been pissed off with your dad for 20 years,
and you haven't talked to him yet,
and you don't know really
really
why?
what's going on? Yeah.
Like you just.
Well, that's why I always say, like, I always commend my dad for just being very open and honest and upfront, and us having those uncomfortable conversations and dealing with, whatever needed to be dealt with in those situations. It's not easy. It's definitely not the easiest thing in the world because shit is uncomfortable.
I was about to say it's a ghost back
It
there.
is. Ghost. H, you got a ghost in here.
The ghost of Lingo in here.
Right.
So, Lingo, just come on out and get on the mic, bro.
Right. Don't be scared.
Yeah, don't be scared.
But
yeah, no, I feel
you have to have those uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it rubs me the wrong way because, especially now we're in a day and time where the information is just everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, there are no quote unquote secrets. Now everything is just
Just out there.
It's just out there. And it's like, a part of me understands that and semi-respected that people are not holding. I mean, especially being somebody that I do a great job of holding in feelings, emotions. Like that's just.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
That's some cancer talk.
Let's talk about the cancer shit we do.
That's just something that we do. And believe it or not, people, speaking as someone who I'm on the cusp of.
Oh, yeah, you are a Gemini Cancer.
I am a Gemini Cancer, meaning that I at times have 3 different personalities. And I can tell y'all my 3 personalities are, 1, I'm creative.
Mm-hmm.
2, I guess it's like it's really what I think the best way to describe this that they call it like the extroverted introvert, where if I'm performing or doing something creative, I'm loud. We can talk all day long, but as soon as I'm done doing that stuff,
it's a wrap.
It's over with. Just
Yeah.
leave me alone.
When I'm
I
at
really
home,
don't feel like being
that's
bothered
it.
with
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the emotional part. And the reason this is you can respond to this because you're a counselor too, so you understand where I'm coming from. But the majority of the time, the reason why we keep things to ourselves is for your benefit. It's not for us. It's really for you. Mm-hmm. We're either trying to protect your feelings, or we're trying to protect
our own.
Yeah, like that's really what it is. Like it's not a bad. I mean, it is a bad thing. Like
it can be very.
It is bad.
Very self. What's the word I'm looking for?
Self-observed.
Yeah, like
absorbing.
I like to tell people I can be a professional soaker. I can soak in things for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like whatever emotion that may be, I know it's not the best thing to hold things in, but the more I hold it in, it's like I'm sparing myself and I'm sparing you.
Yeah.
And then when I do want to think about it, I'm thinking about it. Like that's
it.
That's it. Like don't come ask me nothing. I'm literally the phrase in my feelings.
Yeah.
I live by that.
Oh,
I'm in my feelings, but I'm really in.
I'm in them.
Like
100%.
I'm here. I'm swimming. We in
Doing
here.
backstroke.
Yeah. Everything.
all the strokes.
50 meters, 100
everything,
meters, like a whole
breaststroke.
thing.
No, that's real though, and that's something that I gotta have a conversation with my parents at one point and see how I was. Did I do this as a child?
That's an interesting thing. I do want to
'Cause
know what I
I
did
don't
as a
know.
child. I don't know that I didn't really have feelings.
So it was cold.
Yeah, like I really until like high school, like when,
Yeah.
like those things until like I dated my high
Yeah,
school sweetheart, and then I was like, oh, okay, this. And then the older I got, I realized that, like you were talking about the 3 personalities. I feel like I'm a creative. I'm definitely a free spirit, and I'm definitely emotional.
Yeah, no. My emotional. See, my emotional side is I'm a very hot and cold person emotionally. And what I mean by that is if you're somebody that I care deeply about,
I care.
And you're going to see that if I don't care about you, my
gonna
emotion
know.
is like I'm like a light switch.
Yeah, it's like, oh, all right.
Like if I don't care anything about you, you could do something to me, and what I'll do is it's an emotional response, but I'll cut you off out of my life and act like you don't exist.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's just like, oh, okay, cool. That's
It's
what
not
you
that
want?
my feelings are hurt or anything. It's just like I see you, I acknowledge it, and I'm moving on.
Yeah.
But
cut
when
the
I
switch
care, that's a different
Yeah, it's
story.
a different story.
Because we care deeply about people,
Yep.
almost destructively deeply.
Well, it's
It's a blessing and a curse.
my therapist said.
It's funny. I keep saying, I think for when I
Oh,
on my not on my birthday, because hopefully I'll be in New Orleans, but after my birthday, I do want to sign up for therapy.
I've been to a therapist and we had these conversations, and my therapist said the thing is, you don't like to express because you worry about what other people, how you care about how other people feel, and so ultimately you don't want to upset other people.
Yes.
And I knew this, I learned this about myself in college. Really was just kind of like, people would do stuff that would piss me off, and I'd just be like, you know what? For the sake of our
It's for the sake of just being calm at the moment. Because the thing
Right.
is like when we go off, that's it.
yeah.
Like there's no coming back from that place anymore.
Right,
And
right.
I don't like being that upset.
Me either.
I hate being that upset.
Yeah, it's not the vibe.
It's not the it's definitely not the
it's
vibe.
not the vibe.
Whatever the vibe that's happening here
Yeah.
is not that when that switch goes off. Cuz
Yeah.
it's like I'm a completely different person.
Yeah, it's weird because you learn about yourself. And I know for me, if I wouldn't have got married, I would have never learned this about myself. I just kind of go, doing my thing. But it'll be something that'll happen. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, my wife might ask me something, and I'll respond in my head.
Just not out loud.
No, like these are like real facts, and the truth is, it don't have to be. It ain't even like it's not even a
Nothing
tension
deep.
conversation. It's nothing deep. Like, it might be something simple as like, "Yo, what do you want from the store?" And I'll respond in my head, and in my head I'm thinking that, oh, I already responded.
In real life,
in
you
real
did not.
life, and the thing is, it's so weird that I do that like a lot, to the point to where it's just like sometimes I have to apologize, and I'll be like, I would legit think that
Like, nigga, I know I told you.
I told you like what's going on. It's
like you be
no,
wrong
you
as
didn't.
hell. Like,
And
no.
like wrong is just like, because you have these like cancers are in their head
24.
How many hours in the day?
25. We add an extra hour. That's why we don't sleep.
In our head.
Yo, is that rain?
That is rain, fam.
Amen. It's so hot
I
outside.
hope nobody had the devil is beating.
You know
his
what?
wife
I
in
really
the
do
chest.
think my windows are down. I think they're cracked.
Mm.
Guess who's not going downstairs to do that?
No, you gotta. Once it's coming down like that, you just gotta roll.
You
with
just
that.
accept it.
That's it. That is life.
That's some.
That is
Yep.
definitely what happened, right? You just have to deal with that later on. But getting back to being in my head.
Yes. The place we love to be at.
Exactly.
It's a I can say it's a cool spot. I seen this meme the other day talking about like cancers in their dark humor, and I was like, oh, somebody gets it.
Yep.
I love dark humor. I'm a very, I don't want to say evil, but I know where my mind can go, and it is not the place to be at. It's dark.
Dark humor, sarcasm. These are all the. And if y'all don't understand right now, we're having some serious cancer talk right now because Lingo is not in the building.
And cancer season is upon us.
It is upon us. So
it is on the 22nd. And
yeah, which is my birthday. So what you want to do is. Yeah, I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer. So what y'all want to do is Cash App.
Y'all can pull up, to be honest. Like next Monday we gonna be here live.
We celebrate next Monday.
We celebrating. My birthday's on the 5th of July. Go. Like, pull up. Mine is on the 5th of July.
Yeah, it's
so I get
season.
Fireworks for free.
So this what y'all do. DM us either personal or no buffer account. Yeah. Y'all come up. We'll have a little celebration Monday.
Yeah, like I might cook a little some light.
Oh, I was chefing it up.
Cancers are chefs, y'all. Let me tell y'all something about cancer. We will feed you.
What's your dish?
I have too many to name.
I mean, your top 3 then.
My top 3: crawfish ravioli.
Okay.
Beef steak tips with cauliflower mash.
So you don't even know about stuff like that.
And my spicy honey garlic salmon.
So which one you want, Black? I mean,
I'm good.
Yeah, he's definitely good.
Oh, I mean, it don't like we had this conversation before too. Like I can cook, so it's kind of like.
Yeah, I seen you chefing up with the little linguine and with the cherry tomatoes. Look like you had a little olive oil and parsley going on in the pan.
And, you know, this is stuff coming from the garden outside. So I got the tomatoes.
Oh,
outside.
you have a garden. I'm so jealous.
Bro, I got tomatoes. I got basil. I got a whole herb garden, so I got my
herb. You got some trees too.
I got a tree.
No, you stupid. You wanna know what's funny? This how I knew my dad was a real nigga. When I went downstairs and I just be like, Dad, why he? I'm like, when we gonna get fish? He was like, yeah, we gonna get fish. We gonna get fish.
The fish tank. He was.
Fam, was out here homegrown.
But I got tomatoes, basil. Rosemary.
Oh, so you was using the pick of the litter.
Oh, I got lavender out there. I got
you got lavender?
For real, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so all I want for my birthday is some lavender.
I ain't gonna lie to you, that lavender is not doing too good.
For real? Okay.
My lavender is dying out there. Cause I got I got a herb garden of, in one thing I got rosemary, lavender, oregano, and thyme. But I don't know why the lavender is not. It's still something in there, but it's just not. It's not doing good. But
gotcha.
So I think you should bring some crawfish ravioli.
Okay.
Boom. And let me ask a fish question. Where can I get whitings and they fillet it?
Probably you got to go to like a butcher. Yeah.
We went to the.
You went to Calves Farmers Market?
No.
You didn't. The fact you said the Calves Farmers Market.
The Calves Farmers Market.
You'll know.
Oh, if I went to a farmer's market.
No. You need to go to the Calves Farmers Market.
You go to the Calves Farmers Market. Anything you want in there.
Where's that?
It's off of Ponce. Is it Ponce? Yeah, it's off Ponce. It's a little past Pinups.
Yeah, you know what Pinups at?
No.
Strip club.
I mean, I know it's a strip club, but I know.
Nah, you ain't real. He ain't been.
If you go to Pinups, it's like 2 blocks down from, like 2 lights down from Pinups. But like it's anything you want.
Yo, they got like breakfast sausage.
Yeah. No, I mean, but do they fillet it?
I'm saying.
We got the whiting, but the dude was like, yo.
He didn't want to
go. Oh, he didn't want to fillet it.
They cut the head off and make it do the butterfly.
Oh, the butterfly.
Oh, no,
so they don't take
all.
the bone out, none of this fucking shit. It's like, what the fuck?
Yo. I know people be like, storms are like good sex weather. Nigga, this is good nap weather.
Oh, yeah, we'll get the storm. I
was about to say, how did we get to that?
Because the thunder.
What's going on? You in heat?
I am not Onyx. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's your cat.
That's my cat. But yeah, cancer season is upon us. Shout out to my auntie. Her birthday is her birthday. She's on that cusp.
Which way?
Oh, she's a Gemini cousin.
Gemini, okay.
Hers on the 24th. So shout out to her. I know she's celebrating out here in New York. And she's a whole doctor, man. Shout out to you, boo. Shout out to Real. Hey, Real.
MD? Is she MD, medical doctor, or she just got her PhD? You know, it's all.
I think she had a PhD.
PhD, okay.
I know she had a PhD, but
okay, cool.
I'll put her on the no buffer joint.
Yeah.
You know what? Oh, you know who else I want to give? I know I'm doing my shout outs kind of early.
It's all good.
Shout out to whoever created that no buffer
the playlist.
Yes.
That would be Olin. Shout out to Olin.
Yo,
Olin
that was so dope. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah. So Olin, aka Spooks McGee, he made a playlist of everything that so every song we mentioned last week, he made a playlist. So like 50 Cent, Gangsta Boo, all this stuff
so
we talked
dope.
about. He made a playlist about
Shout
it.
out to you. Shout out to you, Spooks.
I thought I'm gonna have to do the bro wear playlist.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to do like a shout out of the week thing. I need to go back and listen to all my shout outs of the week because
that's my homework.
Yeah, that's my homework for the weekend.
60 plus
episodes.
Find the bro wears and just put them up. Yeah, I could do that.
Yo, do you follow Bleacher Report?
Yeah.
Tell me you saw the shit with when after the trade, and they used what's the Adam Sandler movie when he got the little kid?
Hilarious. Yeah, I saw that.
Yo.
With I forgot the name of the movie with Adam Sandler, but they did it with. It was LeBron and Lonzo Ball.
Hilarious.
That was hilarious.
I don't want to go. Yo, that shit was hilarious.
That brings up another point. Like, who making these memes and are they getting paid off of them?
Probably, because they come. Yo, that shit was within minutes.
So quick. Like, who making these memes?
I'm sorry, I was thrown off.
I
was reading some.
Because that is hilarious.
Every time, like no matter what happened, it could be a sporting event, it could be whatever breaking news happened. Somebody be on the meme like.
Oh, the Bleacher Report. Now I know what y'all talking about.
Like that, and it's like, yo, like they gotta be quick because where the fuck the movie that like they get the scene and the movie and all that shit. That's some fucking work right there.
Yeah, it's some work.
That's why I be saying whoever made memes and like created that whole.
Like the
them
gift
niggas
code.
is like
who fucking came up like the spelling of it? Like who said all right?
Who said this is a meme?
A meme.
M-E-M-E.
Because whoever they should I hope they copyrighted and trademarked that.
Probably somebody was slipping. They ain't.
Yeah, somebody was. Yeah.
I know they.
Because you would have been paid for sure right now.
Yeah, you'll be paid, but like you got to think. I mean, it's like doing trademarks and all that stuff. Man, you got to be like. You either just got to have money at your disposal.
You definitely got to. Yeah, because those aren't things that you just. You don't think they gonna blow up. You kind of just have it, and it's just like it is what it is. Oh, so I do have a cancer question.
Okay, go for it. We have a cancer talk.
How often do you doubt yourself, or how often do you talk yourself into not doing something?
I don't. I think that's when my
that's your Gemini comes in. Okay.
I'm pretty much one of those people. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm very determined in that space. Now I will say, there are some procrastinating qualities. Like there's something that if I'm not passionate about doing it, I can talk myself out of doing it, even if it's something that I need to do.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like I'll tell y'all this slick. I haven't dropped an episode of the Straight Out the Den podcast since February.
Fam, I was just looking at that. Like I was like, I ain't seen him posting in a minute.
Since February. Now I could give y'all, for anybody that listens to the Straight Out the Den podcast, I'll tell you there's two reasons. Number one, I'm in negotiations with another sponsor for it. Like we know.
Okay, King.
No, it ain't even that big like that.
I mean, it's a sponsor.
Yeah, but it's like but see, that's the procrastination
Gotcha,
part.
okay.
Because there's no reason.
There's no reason why you should. Yeah.
No Buffer podcast,
fact.
you feel me?
The fact that it's June, almost July.
That's what I'm saying. So
July.
so erase that because that's just an excuse why I haven't did it. I'll tell you the honest part, and I was gonna when I do a new episode, I was gonna put this in there, but I give this to the family here. Part of it is just like being burnt out. Like I just had way too much stuff going on. And I was at a good point where I was like, man, I haven't took a break since 2012 on the Straight Out the Den podcast. I was like, you know what?
You deserve a break.
I'm just going to take a break.
Come back.
And people still listening. Like the stats are still.
Yeah, tell them to catch up the old episodes.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the
people
beauty
do it all
of
the time.
podcasts. I have over 250 episodes, I think, of the Straight Out the Den podcast.
That's amazing.
And that's not even all of them. Like I took a bunch of them off because when I switched servers, I had that.
Yeah.
It's a technical issue.
Okay.
with all that being said, start at number 1 and hear how bad it was,
Yeah.
and work your way all the way up. But we coming back. We're
Okay.
coming back real soon. Like really.
I
soon.
asked that because I talk myself out of
Doing a lot of things.
everything.
Really.
Anything you could think of, I talk myself. You know how many times I've wanted to do just a playlist, just because my music game is fire.
Fire.
My music game is I don't think you understand.
Music game. Fire.
My music game is fire, and I was like, man, I'm gonna just drop a playlist. I've been wanting to drop a playlist for a year now.
I saw the message on. I think you put it
On my
IG.
story, yeah.
Yeah, you
I want to do
it.
that.
Can anybody make a playlist? Like?
Yeah.
You can go to Spotify title.
Man, you could type in booty playlist and shit will pop
You do it
up.
right. I mean, we can make a playlist right
now.
The episode
Yeah.
up.
No
I can
but
go
for
right here and
playlist,
make
yeah.
a playlist on my phone.
But I want to do a playlist.
Oh, you can't add the music. The music already has to be.
No, you can add it to your library.
As long as it's on whatever platform.
Yeah.
As long as it's on Spotify.
Or
like,
Apple Music. Or
wherever you decide to make your playlist at, as long as the music
all
is there,
the yeah.
you can put it on the playlist.
Niggas don't fuck with SoundCloud no more and shit. Cause I don't hear too many people talking about that shit.
I haven't in a while.
SoundCloud,
I haven't in a
yeah,
while.
I haven't heard people talk about SoundCloud in a long time.
Speaking of which, oh my God, I was so excited. I listened to Chicken and Waffles today. That made my fucking day.
Chicken and waffle mix.
Breakfast with Coop.
Oh, man, Coop. I think he took that.
He did.
You had a.
I had it on my. I was like, man, why I can't hear this right now?
Breakfast with Coop.
Yeah, that was my shit.
That was the EP.
That was my shit.
He took it off.
I was very upset.
Yeah, that was some good vibes on that thing.
Now why he took it off though? No way.
I don't know. We never had a discussion on that. I think he just. That was at the time when we were transitioning, doing a lot of the. When we decided that Paid in America should be a group and not just like me and
solo
him
individual,
doing like a one-off, is like that was around that same transition period. So I think maybe that's the reason why, but I don't know for sure. I never asked.
Shout out to that the EP and shout out.
A few dates coming up too. I'm sorry. July 18th, we're gonna be in Louisville, Kentucky, and July 27th we're in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Nice.
Paid in America, both of those dates gonna be a good time, and we're looking to fill in a couple of dates in between there. But right now we're just kind of taking it as it comes.
Shout out to y'all.
But yeah, appreciate y'all for rocking with us for real, man.
Absolutely.
Trying to get this work done. So, cancel question for you.
But yeah, I talk myself out of everything. You know, the EXO effect was put on pause for numerous reasons. Okay. It's not just because I did talk myself out, but that wasn't the only particular reason why I haven't followed up with that. But the thing that sparked me was prime example of how I talk myself out of stuff. I got asked to do the media. Oh, I never did give this a shout out. Shout out in a second. I got asked to do media correspondence on the red carpet for the Takeoff Awards.
Dope.
Music
Shout
awards.
out to them. I saw that.
Yeah, super dope. I mean, it's the first time that I've ever been to an award show that was indie put on indie spot. Like the entire thing was just super dope, and it's people that you know that are putting in work. It was just cool. It was just really cool to see. So I had got asked literally like a day before then. And the funny part is, a week prior, I was at home. I was praying. I was crying. I was like, look, if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm over it. Like, if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, you figure this shit out. Let things just happen, and I'll do it. But the shit got to work out.
Yeah.
Got a call 3 days later.
That's how it works.
Why was you crying though?
Mainly because I was fed up with myself. And I knew I know I have a lot of potential. I just shunned myself out of it just because I just was like, oh yeah, no, well, whatever. And then I just keep going about my day. And I think I got to a point where it's like, nah, like I know I can do it. I've seen myself work in the most fucked up situations and circumstances. So I know I can do good. Like I put on my own whole show for 2 years. So it's not that I can't do the work.
Right.
I know I can do the work. I just talk myself out of it.
Yeah.
Got the call. I was like, all right, bet. I was hyped. Yeah, I'm gonna do the show. The next day, like the day of the show, I was like, how can I get my way out of this shit? I was like, oh, I can't. I'm telling you, it's nuts up here. I was like,
I say a lot of it.
It's just me. It's literally just me
you
and
just
like
being your own
self
head.
doubt and just being in my head. And then the hour came and I was like, look, you're gonna do this, whether you like it or not. You're here, you have an hour. You're gonna get dressed. And I thought of my hair wasn't right, whatever. Like, I thought of everything. I got there, seen Black, shout out to Black. He recorded some interviews for me and took some pictures. And the moment I got there, literally, is like something came over me and I stepped into it. And I was like, all right, so it's just you. Get out of your head.
A lot
Get
of
out
that.
of your head.
A lot of that. I know this is a hot word, but that's anxiety, is what.
I know it's anxiety.
And I know for me, I get the butterfly. I get before, especially DJing, because DJing is something that, while it's natural for me to do it, it's the last skill that I've learned.
And
You know what
for
I
me
mean?
too. It's like, for instance, how I even started my show. It started something like this. I would be at home. I'd be like, yeah, like, have people come through and we'll like kick it and we would just talk. And I was like, this, like, the things we would talk about would be so deep and extraordinary. I'd be like, yo, like, we should bring this to a forefront and have people kind of come through and whatever. And yeah, I mean, just the fact that I talked myself out of something so natural, but I feel like I haven't mastered it, or I haven't really honed in on it, is what it gives. It does. It gives me anxiety where I'm like, nope, can't do it, and I just be like, fuck it. It is not a good trait to have.
No, it's not. I mean,
At all.
I know for me, it's like that until I press play, and then it kind of
It just
it
happens.
goes away.
Yeah.
But like leading up to that, I'm talking. I'm over analyzing. I'm looking at the crowd.
Everything.
I'm like, man, are these folks gonna like what I'm about to play? What's the first song I should
I'm like,
play?
what do I even ask?
Like,
what questions? Because another thing
where
is,
do I
I've never been the biggest fan of quick interviews. Like, the reason why I like doing
That's
what
tough
I
to
do is
do.
because I like to have really long, in-depth conversations with people.
Right.
So that small talk, it really bothers me. But I feel like for in that moment, I needed that, because it was like, you have to learn how to be uncomfortable and to make an uncomfortable situation comfortable.
Right.
Or finagle your way through it. As uncomfortable as you are, figure out a way to be uncomfortable in it. And yeah, that taught me a lot, and that kind of lit my fire to be like, all right, you really got to get out of your head. So
It's all in your head.
Yeah,
too.
it's
That's
all
the
in your
sad
head.
part.
it's fucked up.
It is. It's always just in your head, because like as soon as you,
Because once you
quote,
get
unquote,
out of
get
it,
out of it,
it's
yeah.
like I see things so clearly.
100%.
Like, everything's just vivid and right there. And I'm like, oh, okay, it was just me the whole time.
the whole time it just
The
be
whole
you.
time.
It just be you. That's really what it's all about. It's like, and once we're still in cancer talk right now, if
Sorry.
y'all.
But for those that struggle with anxiety,
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
like, it's
All of this
definitely,
stuff,
all of it's, this is for you too.
It's for everybody. I'm just telling you what cancer struggle with.
Yeah.
Or what it's like to be
90%
around.
of our life is anxiety.
Yeah. What is like to be around a cancer?
Yeah.
First off, I didn't, like, growing up, I didn't pay attention to, and I really couldn't tell you about too many other zodiac signs besides a cancer. I can just tell you about myself, really.
I can tell you about plenty.
Oh, see, I never really got into it. Like, I could tell you about what I'm around. Like, I know how Virgos are. I know how Scorpios are. I know how, whatever my little sister is, December. What's December 9th?
Capricorns, I think.
It's Capricorn?
I don't know. My sister's December 23rd or something. She's a
So
Capricorn.
I
might
thought
be
those
after
were
that.
Capricorn. Sagittarius, she
It's a
might be.
Sagittarius. So I can tell you right now that Sagittarius are very indecisive.
I can tell you right now, I've dealt.
That's women.
No, my sister has
No, there's a
another
different
level
type
of
of indecisiveness. Yeah.
We were at Yard House yesterday, eating, right? She leaned over to me and asked, like, yo, do you think I should get the lamb burger, or should I get, I think, like, some type of chowder? And I was like, yo.
Burger.
No, I said, yo, what do you want to eat? I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's.
I can't tell you what to eat. Like,
Right.
it's
I mean,
what.
she's asking for an opinion. Really.
No, she's
See,
not. She want me to make the decision
The
for
other
her.
thing is like I I've dealt with different zodiacs. I try not to feed into it a lot of times because I know some things can kind of just be like very generic. So I get it. But for the most part, that should be dead ass on. Like Sagittarius, Scorpios, Aries, Pisces, Geminis, Capricorns, and Aquarius is what I've dealt with so far. And not even like in an intimate way. Like just...
What's Aquarius? Wait,
Aquarius is in February. My mom's an Aquarius. My dad is a Libra.
What are the I'm trying to think what I don't get into. Get in. There's one. Oh, it might be Aries.
I've dealt with the Aries before.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, they interesting.
Interesting group of people.
Very interesting. Okay, so yeah. What was I going to talk about? I forgot. Oh, so you said something about sending some kids off. What was that about?
Oh yeah, so I have to burp. I'm sorry.
While Chiane is burping.
It won't come up. Okay, so yeah, so me and best friend were on the phone earlier, and there was this Facebook post, and this girl was like, she sent her daughter off to go stay with her dad for the summer, and she packed 2 outfits for her, and
she sent the kid to the dad with 2 outfits.
And he was kind of looking like, why the fuck would you send her with 2 outfits? And she was like, well, you should already have clothes there.
True.
Or you should buy her
That
new
is a
clothes.
true thing.
Or you should buy her new clothes. And there were, of course, a slew of comments from women like, he should have. Now, let's be clear. I am a product of co-parenting. When I go with my dad for the summer, there's no clothes there. And it's not because he don't give a shit. It's because I've grown from the last time that I've seen him over an entire summer ago. There's no way he's going to have clothes that fits me right now. But there's no way my mom's sending me somewhere with 2 fucking outfits.
I think that's just a level of petty.
That's the same. I was like, I don't know who's sending their child somewhere with 2 outfits.
But how long is the kid staying?
For the summer. So you're talking about
that's just level
8-week span, 8 to 10 week span. Like, I'm not sending my child nowhere with 2 outfits.
True.
Yeah, that's a level of petty where, look, man, I'm just gonna say it. Y'all can get pissed off at me all y'all want to. Parents, regardless of what y'all got going on with each other,
don't be that petty.
Don't be that level of petty to where you only hurting your child at the end of the day. Like, get your feelings out the way. I don't care how bad
Back
that
to the
woman
conversation
hurt you,
earlier, right?
or how bad that man hurt you. Like,
that's not your battle anymore. Like, not because it's not
y'all
not
ain't
fair.
together no more. It's over with.
Like,
Fam,
leave it
move
at
on.
that. But thank you. Let it be, sis.
That's really what it really shows, in my opinion. This y'all don't have to, but this is on me.
You just not over it yet.
You just ain't over the person. That's all.
And that's cool. Don't be over him. But don't take it out on the child. That's
all you doing is take
a
it out
different
on the
level
child.
of petty.
Because when you, like, okay, perfect example, right? We've all been in relationships. When you finally over somebody, like when you over them, ain't nothing that they can do can bother you. Nothing. So once you get over somebody, what happens is you start looking at them like, man, I feel bad for whoever next. Because they got to deal. That's something that somebody else got to deal with. But once you over that, the pettiness ceases once you're over somebody. So I get it when y'all are being petty with one another.
It's like being petty is one thing, but it's like, that ain't even petty. That's just like lack of giving a fuck to me.
That's
like, I'm not
irresponsible.
sending you nowhere for 10 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks with 2 outfits. And another good point that my brother brought out to me was, he was like, I don't understand why women think. He was like, we know the statistics about men and women making the difference. And he was like, but I don't understand how women think we got thousands of more dollars more than women, and we don't.
Yeah,
that made a good point, because it's like, you're sending, your child off, and it's like, he don't have that, that type of expenses just for that. You know what I'm saying?
It's just, I mean, like I said, it's a level of petty that It's unfortunate because what's going to happen, all right, just using that scenario, right? What will happen? If the mom is stuck on saying, like, I'm only going to bring 2 outfits with the kid get there, the dad realized, like, yo, we only have these 2 outfits, so we're going to have to either go shopping or whatever. So what you're going to do now is put a financial burden.
Because now he's in a hole.
He's in the hole.
Whatever he had planned to do with the kid, he can't do because now he got to go buy clothes.
So now, even let's say he go to Walmart and get, like, you know, what the basic of the basics, right?
But it's like, who's to say he even? I mean, it's not say, because then people are like, well, take the money that he had to do it, and it's like you missing the whole point.
Right.
Like it's just like when you set money aside as a woman to get your nails done, your hair done, or whatever. I'm setting aside right. money for me and my child to have fun, not to be on a necessity basis.
Right.
And now I have to take that money and spend it on a necessity because your mother chose to be petty. But those are the conversations that people don't have with their children.
Yeah, they don't.
And it'll be a thing of like, well, he should have spent money on you. So now the child's growing up thinking like a nigga got to spend, and it's like, no, that's not.
And that's the thing that happens. Yeah. Because it's never clearly articulated to the child. So all the child see is that, oh, I get back to mom. Don't even know the petty stuff that mom did.
I got clothes over here. He didn't want to spend money on me.
Right.
Or he did, but he ain't really buy me what I want. Like, it's a whole ordeal.
Right.
It's so it, like I said, creates unnecessary drama, unnecessary trauma for the child, because now the child got to grow with the stereotype that people spend money on them or him, and it's like it's just unnecessary.
It's totally unnecessary. Like,
so just get over it, lady or man. I don't care what you are. Just
this not a sex conversation.
No, just
this
get
is
over
like
it. Just get over it. If y'all not together, get over
petty.
it. Like, if he's always done right by y'all kids, cool. Let him just do right by his kids. He ain't gotta do right by you.
Right.
That ain't your problem no more.
Well, see, I'm so glad you said that. That's the thing, right? Like, I hate to see it because it's a topic that really pisses me off because I've seen it all my life with different people. I've seen it with family members. I've seen it with friends. I've seen it with like colleagues. I've just seen it where it's just the child is the one that ends up hurting in the long run. Because what's gonna happen? You as a parent, you're eventually gonna grow out of being petty. Eventually you will. It might take you a while, but eventually you're gonna grow out of being petty.
Of course.
And what's gonna happen once you grow out of being petty?
You gotta explain that.
Most of them never explain that.
And most of them don't. Yeah.
Most of them never explain because A, they either too embarrassed to do so, or B, they can't change the child's mind who already got this framework and this mindset of the other parent. Like, oh, this is where they at now. And it's just like, it's so unfortunate because it's a disservice to the child at the end of the day. And it's so uncalled for.
And that's why I feel like co-parenting comes in at a crucial time. Like, I know people be like, you want to see who you with, live with them. But like, nah, you ain't co-parent.
Yeah.
Co-parent.
See, I have opinions on that are I know, I mean, whatever. I'll just say whatever I'm going to say. I really feel that people should be married before they have kids.
For sure.
I really feel that way. And the real reason why I feel that way is because to get out of a marriage, it takes work. Like, it really takes hard work to get out of a marriage. Like, real hard work. Like, you got to... And it's gonna take money for you to get out of a marriage. You really gotta want to get up out of that. Like, you gotta go through a lot to get out of a marriage. A relationship,
because
I block your number.
Sometimes, that's it.
Block your number, change the locks.
That's it.
If it's crazy, I just move. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gone. You know what I mean?
But financially wise, especially if you have kids, like, this is a whole ordeal.
It's a whole ordeal,
right? And
it's like. I feel that way, that when you're married and you have kids, there's more of a solid foundation. And don't get me wrong, man. Like, I know single parents, and I'm not talking about, but I'm the one thing that I'm a big component of is just like dealing with consequences of your actions. And people don't like to look at that because we're in a society that's everybody's soft now. Let's just call it what it is, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I tell you that you should, in my opinion, you should wait till you get married to have kids, you're going to have a bunch of people who say, like, well, what if I want to have kids and I don't care about being married? That's cool. I'm just giving you my opinion. And the reason why I feel that way is because there's more of a foundation. Like, I personally have had conversation with men and women, but this particular story is about a female. She was with a guy who, throughout the whole relationship, she didn't like the situation. It was just kind of like, I'm okay. It was a bad relationship the whole time. So you know how you see the signs the whole time in a relationship. Then she got pregnant, and she wondered why the guy started acting even more out. It's just like, I want to be around. That ain't my kid. Blah. You're getting all this behavior that you got before you got pregnant.
Right. It's just a little more oblivious.
Yeah, it's a little more oblivious, and now you're looking like you're pissed off at him. Yeah, he's a sucker for not handling his responsibility. I am not trying to lift sucker men up who don't want to take care of their responsibilities. Forget all that. But you saw the signs. You saw it. You lived through it. You seen everything, and you also know he got like 2 or 3 other baby mamas. So
that's a whole nother issue.
You seen this situation, but you stuck there because you thought you gonna change him and all that. And now once you in that position, now
let
it's
me
like,
be clear.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's
Women.
Crazy. Uh-oh.
You cannot change a man. Period.
Men,
like,
you can't change a woman either.
And vice versa.
Can't change
You
nobody.
can't change people. If you could think about how hard it is to change yourself, you cannot change people. It has to. They gotta want it. And sometimes they might not see there's anything wrong to change about them. And that's, you gotta let them be where they be at. But you can't change people.
At all.
That's why I just feel like you gotta let people be man, the best lesson I learned was that humans are gonna be humans.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
100%.
In the slightest form. You're gonna be a human first before you conform to being a man or a woman or whatever you think a man or a woman should be and do. Like, you're gonna be, humans are gonna be humans. And if people could just get that through their head.
I guess that's the hardest part to do, though.
It is.
That's the hardest part to do.
It's very hard. I mean, I live by myself. Like, it's hard. Cause the thing is, like, nobody wants to be hurt.
Right. Yeah.
So that is hard because humans are gonna hurt you because we're fucking humans. Like, that's what we do. But it's hard to live by. But if you have somewhat of an understanding by it, things that people do won't be so offensive. Yeah. You won't be so offended by what people do. Like, people are gonna be people.
100%. Yo, sorry, Lingo Steve not here, so we ain't gonna be like super fun and we super serious right now.
Yeah, this is the cultured podcast.
Yeah, we cultured to that. We'll get a little ratchet later on.
But I think the most ratchet I'm gonna get for those that are watching is me drinking this Jack Daniels out of this little 2-shot thing.
Yeah, that is ratchet.
That's ratchet because I ain't got no straw.
Yo, I just realized you wear your watch on your right arm.
Yeah,
always?
I'm a weird left-handed individual. I eat with my left. I write with my left, but everything else I do with my right. I drive dominantly with my right.
Oh, but you write with your left hand.
Mm-hmm. I write and eat with my left.
So that makes sense that the watch is on
on my right. Yeah, I'm a different individual.
No, I got you. I don't think I ever noticed that you wrote with your left hand.
I don't write very often.
I don't think I ever seen you write.
Until we're out somewhere and I sign the check, and I'm like, I'm left-handed.
That is something you don't see people write anymore. Like that.
I was thinking about that because I bought a new journal.
Okay.
And I was like, I wonder if people even still do not that I don't think people do that. I'm not that, person. Mm-hmm. But I think for me, the new generation is like, do they even want journals? Do they want to write? Like, I know they're not learning cursive anymore.
Yo, I heard they don't teach cursive.
They don't teach it anymore. They'll teach you your signature. They're not teaching you cursive.
That's interesting.
It's very.
nuts.
I
get it.
I get it completely, but it makes me wonder. Like, are they gonna teach people how to write still? Because we do everything on our phone.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This
I
is
mean,
one
that's
of,
next. That
this
would
is
have to be
one
what's next.
disadvantage to not having kids that I don't like. And let me be clear, I would love to have some baby boys at some point in my life. No time soon, but
Yeah, take your time.
oh,
Take
I'm
your
not
time.
in a rush.
Well, how old are you gonna be?
I'll be 27.
So medically,
I'm good still.
No, I'm saying the doctors will say you have 8 years.
The doctors would say whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, I know.
Yeah,
the
it's
ticking
like they'll
time
say-
bomb, but I'm not pressured. I feel like when
Yeah,
it happens,
nah,
it
man,
happens.
take
If
your
I'm
time.
blessed enough to birth beautiful black babies, then I'm cool with that. But I'm not in a rush. Like,
Yeah, take
you
your
know,
time.
but it makes me think about like I mean, I have not my niece, well, my nieces and my nieces, and I'm like, wow, like y'all aren't. Do you have a journal? Like, do they tell you? Because we had a journal in school. You had to write down, like, you had 10 minutes of, like, how do you feel today? And that's kind of how I started writing, like, oh, this is how I feel today.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of grew from them. Like, people don't write. I mean, I barely write. When I do write, I'm typing on my phone. And it's kind of scary because I have to force myself to say no. Move your phone.
Right. Yeah.
Take 10 minutes out the day, write in your journal, and then go on about your day.
That's true because my notes feel lit, but
my notes is lit.
I don't write.
I wrote a piece about black fathers that I didn't finish for Father's Day, but I'll share eventually.
That's up.
But I was kind of sad that I didn't get to write it.
I write raps.
Yeah, I write poems.
I write like. All right, I'm not gonna show y'all.
You might as well just rap it.
I'm not. No. One day, y'all.
Oh wait, time out. I still want that. I want that tape.
Oh,
I want that CD. I was dead ass
did
serious. I don't think
I took them back in the house too.
Okay, well when you pull them back out.
Yeah, I got them. Like
I don't know where I'm gonna play it at, but I want them just for reference.
No, like they all play like. They played pretty good.
I'm saying I don't know where. I don't have a CD player in my house. Like
I
don't know where.
CD player in your car either?
No, it don't have a CD player in it.
Really?
My last car did have a CD player.
Well,
in it.
I mean, I forgot I drive like a 01, so it's like I could definitely.
Yeah, I was gonna say my 02 Nissan had a CD player, but no, this one don't have a CD player in it. So I'm gonna have to like convert it somehow.
Yeah, I mean I can convert. I can just send you the MP4s or MP3s.
Ooh, Liddy.
Yeah.
MP4s.
Let me bring back these mixtapes on y'all for real. But now I got new mixtapes. Now it's just like actually I could probably just make it a playlist. I'm tripping. Why am I going through all that? I just listen to the songs, write the songs down, and just make a playlist. I don't have to burn the CD or do any of that. Just send you the playlist. But yeah, I be writing raps and stuff in my phone sometimes. One day I'm gonna give y'all this full rap album.
You gonna rap on it?
I would do it. I just wouldn't tell nobody it was me.
So you trying to go incognito with it?
Yeah, I don't.
You want a whole new name or something?
I would do. You wouldn't even recognize it was me. Like I would.
Oh, you gonna tune your voice up and everything?
Yeah. Anytime that I like, even on the album that I did release and I rapped on that album. It was like a compilation album, but I did rap a couple of times on the album. My voice is like, I would put effects on it, like on some Timbaland type stuff. So I mean, those that know it's me, but yeah, but
that was my favorite producer.
I never liked my rap voice. That's the reason why I'm not.
I hate my voice. Yeah, I absolutely hate it. I always said if I was gonna I eventually want to publish a book of poems.
Okay.
I would use an alias. I'm not using my name.
That's what it's about. I don't care about all that. Like
I'm good. Just buy my shit and call it a day. I do, however, I keep saying there are two things that I want to do in my life. I do want to do improv.
Definitely, me too.
And I would love to do a spoken word. I hate my voice and I'm very nervous, so I don't know how this will work out. But one day I'll muster up the courage to do so.
I definitely want to do an improv. Like, I want to do it I want to do improv. This is this procrastination thing we talk about because there's nothing to do. We just go to the thing. They have improv nights.
They do
often.
all the time.
Just like go and do
you just gotta go up there.
Yeah.
They have spoken word nights all the
you just
time.
Gotta do it.
I can tell you 5 right now that happen in the city.
But I do want to do improv. I just want to go, but I want to do it in front of like a bunch of people. Like I don't want to go and do it in front of like 5 or 6. I want to go and do it. I want to because I know that I'm gonna be super nervous to do it, so I just want to go up there
and get it out the way.
Like I want to do not necessarily just improv. Like I want to put together a 3 to 5 minute comedy bit is what I think. No, or a set.
That's not
I don't know the terminology, but I want to do that. I want to give that to the people.
I keep saying that, and every time I think of like something that I just randomly, I'm like, damn, this could be in my set.
Yeah, I write little small ideas down. Like I got a couple of jokes in my phone that they might be okay, they might be trash, but you know I'm still working them out.
Yeah.
But I like to think ahead, right? So like right now I'm doing this media, I'm doing music, DJing. The reality of life is, especially when you're creative, 20 years from now, you don't know what it's gonna look like. That's the one thing that I respect about people that are in like medical fields or who have the aspirations of being in corporate America until they retire. Like you have what's called job security.
For sure.
But when you want to be somebody, even if you're not like 100%, full time in a creative space, you don't know what it's gonna look like. Like the technology.
But you just gotta evolve.
You gotta
and you kind of have to. There's this song. Oh my God! There's a song that plays all the time. It's not on my playlist. It's on Pandora. It's called Digital Dirt. Gotta find out who raps it, but it's like a collective. I say it's about 3 people. It's called Digital Dirt. And they're basically rapping about switching over to internet and they miss the analog shit and they miss tapes and actually record. Like so the whole basis of that rap is basically like they don't want none of this digital shit. Yeah, digital dirt. And I've heard this song numerous of times. Speaking of which, you can get into something, but we'll talk about that in a second.
You said what?
It's another song that I know he was saying all that and Marvin Gaye. I love Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye. Yeah.
No, I don't think you understand. I love Marvin Gaye.
He's one of my favorites.
He is like.
Go and listen to "Hear My Dear." I think that's his best.
I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't think
and the song.
He is my favorite person on that could have walked this earth.
Yeah, he. That "Hear My Dear" album and just the stuff that he. Like, even if you look at the background of that album, he made an album for his ex-wife.
His whole ex-wife.
And was just like, "Hear My Dear." Like, on some...
I'm laying it out here.
And, like, this is everything.
This is it.
You want the album.
So, take it or leave it.
That she said, I got to pay lawyer fees, like, on that breakdown. Man, said... He was hurt. Wait a minute.
He was hurt because he had to pay lawyer fees.
Yeah. I got to pay lawyer fees.
He ain't want to deal with that shit. I mean, just the fact that I ain't never heard a person. Yeah, for those that are listening and watching, go listen to "Soon I'll Be Loving You Again." I've never heard a man speak so passionately about the things that he wanted to do to a woman. And the fact that the background vocals is what really got me. Because I was like, this man is singing his heart out.
He's singing his heart out.
Because he want to give us some head?
Marvin Gaye.
Oh, my God. Most beautiful man on earth. But anyway, I don't even know what we were talking about. We were talking about improv writing.
That's another cancer trait. We tend short-term memories not
go off real quick. We're talking about something. We're talking about. Oh, I was talking about. I forgot.
It's all right. We over it.
Fuck it.
Phone etiquette. This is what we talked about this in pre-production. Phone etiquette. People, I don't understand why you walk around with your phone on speakerphone and have very intimate conversation. The people that's on speakerphone is always intimate conversations. It's never. It's
like the shit that you should not be on speakerphone about.
It's never general. It's never like, hey, sorry, I'm in the store right now.
I just want to know if you wanted cupcakes or a cake for the dinner for dessert. It's never
that general.
It's like, yeah, and then this nigga came over here with his 3 kids, and then I was wondering why he trying to come fuck me with no condom. You be like, Bitch.
It'd be that. It'd be
We
like
are in the middle of Family Dollar.
like we're in the middle. Of
You are
Family
at
Dollar.
the milk section. I'm over here looking at rugs.
Facts.
Why can't I hear your whole conversation right now?
And the person that's on the line is just as ratchet too. Like giving
Girl.
you. And then I know. Okay. People know when you're on speakerphone. Like everybody knows that the phone sounds different. If I put you on speakerphone right now,
It's like a little echo. It's a little
It's gonna sound
airy. It's
different.
just airy, yeah.
so you know that you're on speakerphone. So why, knowing that if I call you and I put you on speakerphone, and you know that I'm on speakerphone, why would you say the things that you say on the other end too?
The thing is, these people don't give a fuck.
That's what it's definitely that.
They don't get. This is why I love ratchet ass people.
Yeah,
Ratchet hood.
they have a
it
level.
ain't even.
They have a
It's
level.
like hood ass people. I fuck with
Yeah.
because they don't be giving a fuck about nothing. They'll let it all out. They say what they gotta say. You take it or leave it. You feel how you feel. You can come at me now. You can come at me tomorrow. I said it, and they be that's it.
Yeah, that's a new level of that though.
But I do
Man.
hate that. That shit is irritating.
And they be in the most public places.
Cause now I'm invested. I want to know what the fuck he did. I want to know if you fucked him for real without no condom.
Like we want to know the whole conversation.
Yeah, like I want to know.
Now it's
It's like people put their business out on Facebook and then you be like, "Oh, what happened, sis?" And they be like, "Oh, y'all in my business." I mean,
Yeah.
well,
yeah, you posted it.
You kind of got a blog post about it right now. I
Yeah.
do want to know what the fuck is going on.
That irks me too. Like, why are you putting the information out there if you don't? You put the information out there because you want it.
You wanted somebody to say something.
Perfect example, right? Myself, I was getting ready to post a picture on Father's Day. I was gonna put the old, Happy Father's Day, and then it was gonna. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you the picture that I was about to put up. And while I was getting ready to do that, I was like, is this picture for people or is this a self? Like, is this for me? Like, am I posting this picture?
And that's exactly why I didn't post. So I was like,
Yeah.
I don't have the energy to do this
Am
right
I
now.
posting this picture just because I want y'all like in
To
my
know
world?
to know that I got an old picture of me and my daddy.
Like, no, I was getting ready to post this picture, right?
Oh, it is so cute.
Yeah, I was gonna post that picture, and then I thought to myself, I was like,
Oh, but that's a cute picture.
it's a very cute picture. And then I was like, oh, this would be a dope picture, Father's Day picture. And then I was like, nah.
No, it's so cute.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. And then I was like, no, I'm not doing that because then sometimes I don't want certain attention.
Yeah, some things is cool to keep.
You know what I
private.
mean? And we ain't getting 1 million followers yet. Like,
Yeah.
we ain't getting 1 million listens a week yet. So everybody don't know everything. But I know if I would have posted that picture,
That
then
would
it
have
would have
been,
been
yeah.
fair game. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to
No, I don't mind things. Like I said, I always said, like, there's a difference between privacy and secrecy. And I don't mind being private, but, being a secret is a completely different ordeal. So
It's just that, but that does, like, how you going to tell me not to be in your business
it's
and
right
you just
there.
posted all your business
Like,
on
sis, it's
Facebook?
right there. I want to know what he did.
Like, it's right there.
I want to know.
Like, the whole thing is right there, and you
Like,
try
the
to act
fact
like
that
we don't know what you're talking about.
You typed this out. Like, you got 3 whole paragraphs about, like, what
3
he
paragraphs.
did and why you ain't fucking with him. And
You don't tag them.
how these hoes be trying you. And, like, well, now I want to know what hoes is trying you. So I'm going to look at their response. I want to know the full story. Like,
You wanna
I just
get
don't want to know
everything.
your side. I want to go follow them. I want to see what they talking
You
about.
following them, but they paid private so you can see what's.
I'm petty like that. I'll do that shit. I'm following you just because I want to see.
Oh man!
I mean, this is how I knew I was.
You can get away with it though, cause you're a woman.
Kinda.
So it's like dudes,
Sometimes.
they be like, okay, you.
I
being a
knew
creep.
I was a different level of. I don't even know if this is considered petty,
It's
but
a
my
level
alert
of
game is strong. When I found like my ex's daughter's cheerleading coach,
Whoa, hold on. Let's explore this.
yeah,
Your ex,
his daughter.
his daughter, cheerleading coach.
Mm-hmm.
You sure you want to continue this story? Cause
I mean, we can.
Cause it sound like
we can.
sound like you might have a felony about to come up.
Nah,
you didn't do. Okay, you just looked.
No, I just wanted to see.
Okay,
I
cool.
just
Cool.
wanted
Okay, you can continue this.
I
This
just
is
wanted to
intriguing.
see. No, I mean, I was just interested. I was just interested. I was trying to see what the interworkings of his little circle was about. It's not hard to find people. That be my thing. Like, I hate when niggas get mad. Like, how you gonna get mad and like it's fucking the internet?
Yeah, it's not. Like for people not.
It's the internet.
Yeah, for people not to find intimate details in your life.
Like,
you
come
have to
on,
legit
how you
not
gonna get
post
mad at
anything.
me? Cause like, nigga, you shouldn't be doing what you're doing if you want me to find out. Cause I'm gonna keep looking. I'm looking all the time.
So let's finish this story here. You try.
Oh yeah. So what happened was. So this was an event. I don't know how what possessed me to do it, but I was just like, yeah, well, the thing was I didn't know who his baby mothers were. And so I wanted to fucking find out. And so I found out who one of the baby's mothers were. And from there, I already knew the baby girl did cheerleading. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So like, was going through, seen the mom, went from the mom to the coach, and I was like, oh, this is interesting ordeal. And the other girl, she wasn't like into cheerleading and shit, so.
Are you putting two and two together?
Oh yeah, it's easy to find out shit. Like all you gotta do is search long enough.
This sounds like an episode of Stalker Anonymous.
Hey, call it what you want. It sounds like an episode to find some shit out.
Oh man! So what happened after this? You figured out like, okay, cool. So. You found out the baby mama that's in cheerleading, and then what?
Oh, none. That just was a little rabbit hole I went down, and I was like, oh, this is interesting.
I'm trying to think of the most stalkerish thing that.
This is like years ago, so.
I will say this. It's not on like the level of stalkering, but there has been times where like people say, I'm just using an example. Somebody might say like, "Yo, got this for sale, whatever," or "I got this information. DM me if you're interested." And I go to DM somebody on Facebook and I see like how I was like a creep in 2002 and 2003. And I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna message you because I don't want you to scroll up and read all this stuff. Like,
yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different.
It's a little different now.
Because Facebook, for some odd reason, don't delete those messages. So
or,
you can message.
Yeah, I was gonna say it don't.
You gotta erase it.
No, fam. I'm talking about in Messenger.
No, yeah, they don't.
You gotta erase your message.
No. But Facebook itself.
Like if I go in, anybody look at one of your Facebook friends, right? Just go to their page and hit the message button. I'm talking about somebody who you know you had a conversation with.
Right.
I've seen a DM from there. Like.
Not if you erase it.
No, but I'm saying at the time. But who's thinking?
Tell you my secret.
But who's thinking about erasing it in 2004?
2004.
Like you're not thinking about erasing. You a different type of nigga though. You a different type of nigga.
Erase everything.
Oh my god. No, I mean there's DMs from people.
Paper trail.
Oh my god. From people that I'm not even just like that. Like just on a regular
like
yo, yeah, like I was like, damn, we had a full out conversation. Isn't that different?
Let's go. I'm just trying to see right now. I can't even. Oh, I can go to remove. So you're saying you go through and click remove to all of these messages?
Oh, I mean
on Facebook.
Right. You say wait. You talking about in the messenger part when you hit the message?
Right.
On Facebook, right? You know, there's
so you can remove
the
these.
little wheel or whatever. It says delete conversation.
Oh, you're saying delete whole conversation? Well, let's see here. Oh, well, I ain't worrying about it. I ain't got that to deal with, but I didn't know that. So you can delete the conversation.
But that's of course on your end though. You know what I mean?
They'll still see what they wrote. Right. They'll see what they wrote, but not what you wrote back.
No. They'll always, if they don't erase it, everything will be there.
That's what I'm saying. That defeats that. My point is,
it's just there. The fact that it's still there.
Because like I'll see something, like for example, I was about to message somebody about like some flight information, like flight tips to get cheap flights, and then I saw a conversation that we had back in like 2003, and I was like, I'm cool, like, because I'm like, the thing is, right, like everybody, you know, you were young, whatever. You might, even if you had history with the person, whatever, like, I don't know about y'all. There's some stuff that I did in 03, 04 with people I completely forgot about. And, like, you just get
these niggas done died to me.
Like you just like you get these small reminders. Like I'm reading the message. I'm like, yo, I didn't even know. Like we even like
we was even rocking like that. For
like
real.
I was saying, like real talk. Like I like all full disclosure. I completely blocked them out of my mind. Like I didn't even know that we went down that road. And I'm reading these. I'm like, yo, Facebook, y'all need to chill.
Yo, them fucking memories, they gotta chill with that.
I don't like them Facebook.
I don't have memories.
Facebook.
But Instagram got it too.
No, not as
Man,
bad as no.
Facebook would be telling.
Facebook posts like y'all been friends for 7 years. Like, hey yo,
Yeah.
chill. I know, nigga. Like, relax.
Facebook will post a picture, or it'll bring up a memory of a picture. Like you and this person could be in the picture like hugged up.
And
And
be
Facebook
like,
will bring
you
up, like,
and
oh,
such and such were together.
Right. If it happened on this day.
Yeah.
This day 10
Like
years ago,
you and him were you and her were together 7 years
I'm
ago
like, what, fam?
with confetti. Don't put no fucking confetti on that shit.
I'm a whole married man.
I don't even like this nigga no more. I don't even fuck with her like that. Do not
I
put
don't
no
wanna
confetti
see
on that
this
shit.
Opening up these scars I had.
Now I gotta go
What you should
explain
do,
some shit.
Also, like, go all the way back to the beginning and just start erasing, taking all.
Honestly, bro, I ain't got the time
It's
to do
like-
I don't care.
yeah.
Like,
No, it ain't even about any other shit. It's about the powers that be who watching, and you could be caught up in some shit.
so here's the thing, right? Because you bring up a good point, right? So me and my homeboys, like it's 7 of us, we all went to college together, right? And so we have these conversations in our group chat all the time. Like, bro, what if such and such, stuff come up? Because we ain't do nothing crazy, but you know what I'm saying? It's still like people can take anything when people get on. And we came
right.
to the conclusion is this. When it happens, you get up in front of everybody and you tell them in 2003, I was a slut bucket. And this is what I did in 2003.
I feel like, or you can just say like the year you got married, or I ain't gonna say you got married because then it's like you weren't a slut bucket. Then,
No.
It's like you just want to be like from this time back.
Yeah.
Just things about me were different, and I am no longer
Point
that
blank,
person.
period. Like, I mean, I don't worry. Like, with my wife, I don't worry about it because I told her, like, man, look, when we was on our first date, I ran into, like, 3 women. And it wasn't even women who
Where did you go though?
Atlanta Station. We were in Atlanta Station. And that was when Atlanta Station was, like, popping. Like, so, like, we in Atlanta Station, and, like, you got to understand, like, my wife now, this was our first date. And she just like, yo.
I can see how that can be uncomfortable.
Yeah. And then the truth is, I didn't do anything with any of the women that we seen.
I mean, it's just the principle.
But it's just like 3 women. I'm on a date, and these 3 women who are like not even really acknowledging that I'm on a date. They just like on some, yo, I ain't seen you in so long. How you been?
And conversating with you.
Oh yeah, they in it. Like, and I'm like some, hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. Like, and I'm introducing, but it's like I'm on the first date, so it ain't really.
It's a little awkward.
It ain't too much.
Yeah.
It ain't like
Like, what you can say?
Like, you can't be like, this is my girl.
Yeah, like we ain't no
like,
date
yeah,
20.
Yeah, like
this the
the
first
date.
I'm like, yeah, how you doing? Good to see you, you know,
Right.
and keep it moving.
Yeah, this is
3
times. Wow.
3 on the first date, bro. And then the thing is, like, me and my wife had this thing where when we go out, I see somebody I know, male or female. So now we've been together for since 2009. So we coming up on 10 years. So now she kind of used to like, yo, when we go out, there's a good chance he's gonna run into somebody. If we in Atlanta, it's like
it's a given.
It's a given.
At least
You know
5,
what I'm saying? But
yeah.
it's like the 3, like
No,
3
I
women.
can see how that can. I mean,
Crazy.
and it's funny because now I don't claim myself to be a industry person, but apparently I'm an industry person. But I'll go out and I'll see somebody like, yo, and like we'll rap, we'll talk, we'll wrap up, and like it's happened on like numerous occasions. And it's not that it's uncomfortable. It's just like I don't even realize how many people that I meet or that I just know, like, just by being out, like, oh, okay, that's different.
Yeah, when you're in certain circles, you're just gonna be in certain circles. But that was a trip. Like that was like legit my life.
She probably like, he probably think I'm a hoe. That's what you were saying in your head.
And then the thing, and you know what? It would have been all right if he was like women who I would have been with, but these were like people I went to college with. It wasn't even then like that. It was just like.
No, I mean, just the principle of it, but kind of just like, all right.
I know, and it's just like, okay. This
It's a
don't
little
look
different.
good.
And
This
if you're
don't look
not,
good
and
at
if you're
all.
not in that environment, or if they don't know you, and it's a little, it can get very awkward very quick. So
Let me ask you a question. Whenever you, like when you decide to
I see
get
why these
serious
shades
with a
work.
dude, right? Do you want to know his number, like how many bodies he had?
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Not these days, man.
I don't wanna
That's
know.
a hard task.
I'm good. I just want to. I want to know which one is the latest that you fucked.
Why though? Why would you?
That way I can be aware. If she feels a certain way, if we out and together and
Oh,
this
you
is
like, who
somebody.
was the last person you
Yeah,
been with?
that way
Okay.
I can know, like, okay, this is something. I get it. Like, maybe you didn't tell her or whatever the fuck. I don't want to know how many people you fuck, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like, I'm kind of over that phase of my. You fuck people. We get it.
it's different once you. That was definitely a question that was asked a lot when I was younger.
I think
though.
that was a pop culture thing because I
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
because I don't
Now,
think
I
now
don't know if people
anybody's
are
really asking like, oh, how many bitches you like. You fuck bitches. I fuck niggas. I don't want to know. I want to know, or at least who was the most person you were most intimate with. Because you could fuck somebody and not really care, but who's the person that really thought y'all was about to be something? That's what I want to know. That way, if it ever arises where we got to be in a situation together, it ain't fucking awkward. You know, like I need to know that aspect of what's going on.
The only thing that I need to know. Have you messed with anybody that I have to interact with on a regular basis?
And that too.
Like,
That's what I'm
on a
saying. Like, cause
regular
it don't
basis.
need to be a situation. And I hate it. Cannot be awkward. Like, I gotta see this person.
Yeah.
We probably had some
Man.
business shit going. Like, don't make this awkward for me.
Right.
Like,
If I gotta have dealings with this person on a like, I ain't talking about like somebody like, you know, yeah, I might see him like once or twice a year. I ain't
like
worried
no.
about him.
If this is somebody I'm cool with, like,
If I gotta be around somebody every day or like if I gotta see that person 3 to 5 times a week.
yeah, it's awkward.
But then you would have known he was rocking with it.
No, I wouldn't.
No,
Come
you
on,
wouldn't.
fam.
Trust me, I know.
Like keep it 100.
This shit
like,
ain't
nah.
even like that.
I mean, maybe now because like social media, but
even
back
still,
then, like you didn't know.
you're not
What
gonna
you
know.
mean? 'Cause I'm saying.
I'm saying now you're not gonna.
That must mean that's your people's. If you with this nigga, you seeing this nigga all the time.
If I got to deal with somebody, what I mean on a regular basis is that if this is somebody who I will have in my home, I need to know. Point blank, period. Like if it's somebody that I'm cool enough with where they come into the crib, I don't need them to come in the crib and then I catch y'all looking at each other awkward. And now I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, not that.
Yeah, no,
I'm
cause
saying-
then be mad. Then the other part of the cancer is gonna come out, and I don't have time for that.
Yeah,
What's the other part of the cancer?
You don't know.
it's
It's
not-
fucking nuts.
It's blackout. Blackout.
Yeah, cause thank you. That's the perfect.
It's blackout.
word. It's a blackout.
It's the reason why counselors don't fight. If you ask most counselors that I know, they probably gotten less than 5 fights in their whole life.
Cause when you pull a knife out on somebody,
It's like,
That's crazy.
you kind of don't want to go back there.
yeah.
So I'd rather just be.
Wait, you've done that before?
I'd rather just be upset.
Do you know the consequences?
I'd
of
rather
It's
that?
just
assault.
be upset.
You must want to go to jail.
I'd rather just be.
Dude, I
Let's
tell you,
just be
I've
upfront.
only been in 2 fights in my life, right? Just 2. The first fight that I got into, I was 12 and I fought a dude 18. 17, 18.
What the hell?
I mean, now don't get me wrong. Now I was a big dude too. I wasn't like no little
I mean,
kid.
but why was he fighting you?
No, it was we. Shout
On
out.
his
Shout,
shoe or something?
no, his name is we called him Drunk in the hood.
Called him what?
Drunk.
Interesting.
But I'll tell you how this fight happened. We were in Green Meadows. Shout out to the old hood, Green Meadows. We were playing like I was the dude known for having like playing baseball, so I always had all the equipment. So like I would have the tennis balls, I would have the baseball because I played baseball, so I had all the equipment. And something happened where he was trying to take something that I was like, no, bro, that's mine. It was like, no, he wasn't even on no bully type thing. It was just on some.
Principle.
It was kind of like on some like, oh, nobody claiming it, so this mine type. I don't even remember it. It was something that he had something that belonged to me and whatever. And he was like, oh, looking at me like, fam, like I'm a big guy, right? I'm in high school. Like, what are you doing? Like, and you know, I was like, I swung on him like no hesitation. No hesitation. Now I will be honest with y'all. That was the only swing I got in.
But it's cool. It don't matter.
But I was like, I'm talking about. I was like, fam, you gonna give me my bat or it's gonna be over with. He was like, this ain't your bat, and I swung on him. I caught him in the face. He hit me 2 times. I was on the ground. That was over. That was the end of the fight.
That was it.
The fight was
for
like
you. Yeah, for you.
Yeah,
that
it was over.
Yeah.
I mean, that was it for him because it was on some. He didn't
Yeah,
think
you
that
know
I was
you
gonna
fighting.
hit him.
Yeah, but now you fighting a kid, and it's kind of like you need to chill out.
It was a reflex. He hit me back on reflex.
Reflex. Okay.
It was like some dude. Like I'm not. Like what are you doing? He was looking at me like, what are you doing? I was like, fam, you got my bat.
Right.
I need this to play baseball forever. You got my bat. You like, you better go. Shout out to Drunk. I ain't seen Drunk in a minute, man. But you know who you are if you ever hear this, bro. Shout out to you. You were one of my first fights. I was like 11 or 12.
I think my first fight was with a girl named Kiosha, and we didn't even fight. That bitch just knew I was about it, and she was like, I ain't even trying to fight you for real. I was like, nah, bitch, you done call for it. I done went home, changed my shoes and shit. Nah, we fighting.
To go home and change the shoes?
Hell yeah, I changed my shoes. My mom finna beat my ass when I came home because I'm fighting in my Nikes.
Grease and all that shit.
Nah, I ain't do all that. I really just, this is one bitch I ain't like for real. So mind you, so I was always the smallest person in my class. Because I was a preemie. So I was always the shortest, smallest person in my class. And for that reason, people always just thought, and I'm just nice. Like, I'm just cool. Like, shit don't really bother me. But you're not going to keep fucking with me. And that was my whole thing. And so I get to a point where I'm fed up. Like, nah, like, now we going to fight. So what happened was, Kiosha was big as fuck. If you ever hear this, Kiosha, whatever. But Kiosha was big. Like, I'm talking about grown woman big. Like, she probably had like double D titties in like 7th grade. No, this bitch was humongous. And nobody really fucked with her because she was that big. And I didn't really have no problem with her. I just thought she was just big and fucking messy as hell. But like, whatever. Like, go off, sis, whatever. So one night, the guys on the school bus was roasting the fuck out of her. And I was like dying the fuck laughing because it was really roasting her ass. And she got pissed off. And she came at me. And I knew why she came at me because I'm little. Yeah. And I was just like, bitch, no, that shit ain't flying over here. So she was like, I'm beat you out. I was like, word? I'll be back. Let me go change my shoes because my mama's not finna beat my ass for creasing these Air Force Ones right now.
What kind of shoes did you have on?
To fight her? I threw on some Reebok Classics.
Oh, okay.
But when I went to school, I had on my Air Force Ones and it was white. And we had dirt everywhere. You're not finna fight me. Nah. So I was like, yeah, let me go change my shoes. So I changed my shoes. I think I had just got a perm that year. So I put my hair in a ponytail, came outside. I met her at her house. And I was like, yeah, so like, you want to fight? What's up? And she was like, I ain't even trying to fight you for real. Like, I just, I ain't really like how you was laughing. I was like, I mean, that's cool and all, but like, I still want to fight.
like this is about to happen.
Like now you done got me. I changed my shoes. Like now I'm hype. And I was like, I still want to fight. She was like, now you just cool. And like, I ain't really like how you was acting. Like, now I was just like, well, you need to deal with that on your own. But like, they ain't got shit to do with me. So, and mine, she was big as fuck. I had a plan and everything. Like, this bitch is big. I'm going to just tackle her at her knees, get her down on the ground, start whopping her in her face like I'm good.
You had all that premeditated.
I did, but she didn't want to fight. So I was like, all right, bitch, well, and after that, she ain't fucking me after that. Like, she was on some like, well, you coming outside today? Bitch, no, I don't fuck with you. But yeah, I'm coming outside.
I will say that after that fight with Drunk, I was respected in the hood just a little bit. I was like, oh, look, man, got a little heart.
Yeah.
He got a little heart.
And that be the thing. After that, they'd be like, oh, don't fuck with her. She crazy. And that's always been the tone after I go nuts on somebody. Mm-hmm. Oh, because, I was like, cussing out like, all right, yeah, I was going off. And then after that, the tone was like, yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Cause it looks nuts. Like, she's cool. Don't nobody fuck with her.
Right.
Now you got her going off on a tangent and she out here going crazy. Like, don't fuck with her no more.
Yeah, that's definitely... I remember them moments right there. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Hey.
So yeah, but let's see what else we have here. I feel like we got to do a word of the week in Steve's absence.
Yeah, we gotta do a word of the week.
So let me see if I can find a word of the week. In the meantime, I wasn't prepared for his word of the week. Steve, you should have been here. You could have did your word of the week.
Oh, I have a word.
You got a word? Okay, cool. Because I didn't even know where to go to look for a word. Should we do a word of the week? Should we just let him
do y'all do a word of the week? Do y'all do a shout out of the week when I'm not here?
Y'all didn't do. Did y'all do a bro word when I wasn't here?
No.
We shouldn't do.
All right, well,
We ain't gonna
stay
do.
soft.
We're
We're
not
gonna
gonna
leave that
do
to
it.
the profession
Yeah, we leave
now.
it to the profession. I do have a bro where. So
Let's
last
go,
week
kid.
I was in my R&B bag. I'ma stick in that bag and go with bro. Where's Shy at?
Me?
Sure that the lady like
Oh,
you.
it did kill that.
Oh,
My
da-da-doo, da-doo, ooh, da-da-doo, da-doo,
my.
ooh. Oh, you hit the high note?
Yeah, for 2 seconds.
Oh yeah. Where's Shy at, man? I want to know. I'm trying to go to the old school.
baby's
Oh, what's
here.
going on, man?
Hi.
I'm trying to go to all the old school concerts and just be in that thing.
Speaking of concerts, I'm really pissed off that I missed Dave Chappelle this weekend.
What Dave Chappelle gonna be in Atlanta?
He was here Friday and Saturday.
He was
No,
already
he was
here?
Yes, he was at the Tabernacle Saturday and Sunday.
I didn't know about this.
Yes, I'm very upset about it. And they had a whole Marvin Gaye play this weekend. Still pissed off about
Hold
that.
on, Dave Chappelle was in Atlanta. I didn't even see
He
an
was
ad.
at the I was all on my shit. He was at the Tabernacle.
I must not be a part of the algorithm. I was doing something else. I didn't see it. I'm lying. I did see it. For some reason, what did I? Was he here Friday and Saturday or Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday.
I probably had in my mind some Father Day stuff was going on. That's
Yeah,
why I
he was
didn't.
here Saturday and Sunday.
That's what it was. I did see an ad. Freaknik Saturday. Freaknik returns to Atlanta.
She ain't nothing but a hooch mama, humpback
I don't know how
hooch
that's
mama.
gonna be. It's Saturday at Lakewood.
But what's the hours though? What's the time frame looking like? Is it freaking?
I don't know.
That shit with Luke and all them
Luke,
performing.
Juvenile gonna be there. 8 Ball and MJG. I feel like they said Trina gonna be there.
Trina, City Girls going platinum. City Girls supposed to be there.
So they gonna City Girls gonna be at Freaknik.
I heard they're supposed to be there at Freaknik.
So I'm gonna try my best to be. That's gonna be my birthday.
Listen, if Beyonce can do it, City Girls can do it.
Hey, so I'm gonna try to be in there. Be very responsible.
Period.
Yeah.
I hate
It
that
says
word.
adults only. So
What the fuck does adults mean? 21 and
I
up?
mean, they
18. Right?
what that means they probably not gonna have like because some of these shows be all ages. Like people have their kids at Lakewood sometimes, which I don't understand.
Do
'cause
not
people be
have
out
your
there
children
smoking
at
and everything.
Freaknik. I'm judging you.
Yeah, no, I don't think they say adult only, so you can't have the kids. So it's I'm sure we about to see some of the some people going to bring out their outfits from 1994.
Bringing out they best spray painted Tweety Bird t-shirts. Cut
all
up,
time.
tied up with the little. Remember how you?
I
know,
never
Ozzy,
did that.
I'm sorry.
I never tied up my shirt.
Not you.
ever.
I'm sorry, but like girls used to tuck your shirt in the middle and like put it between your bra. And be like, I got a crop
Just
top.
fast.
Why didn't nobody think to make that a crop top? Why would you cut the shirt just like tuck it in your bra and like make it a crop top?
That's true.
Somebody should bring that back one time for the one time.
It's on you.
But yeah, so it's my turn. For
Oh,
my
I was
show.
saying you can bring it back if you wanted to do it.
I mean, I could. It's so many. See that creative thing that cancers do, and then I
Gotta do it.
procrastinate, and then I self doubt, and then I don't do it. Shout out to my life. But my shout out of the week goes to none other than one of my brothers from the Fleetwood fellas. Fleetwood Fred put out an amazing album. Sent it to me last week. I got a chance to listen to it, ride with it, and it is a really dope and spectacular album. If you like that old Atlanta ATL Southern soul shit, it's something you definitely find some fish to barbecuing with, riding out with in the old school. It's a really cool album. Like, it's just dope. It's a really dope ass album. So shout out to you, Fleetwood Fred. Thank you for sending me the link to the album. Much love to you. Appreciate you. Proud of you. And that's my shout out of the week, man.
For sure, man.
That's my shit.
Hey, looking forward to the week. I think it's gonna be a good week, even though it's gonna be raining in Atlanta all week. It's gonna suck, but we gonna figure some things out. Hey, if y'all want us to come to y'all city for the live show, we got to figure that out too.
Oh yeah, I guess we should just like send out like a limited like RSVP situation or deal.
Yeah.
Cause if I'm gonna be cooking, I need to know who the fuck I'm feeding. So,
Yeah, y'all pull up next week.
Pull up next week.
Birthday Cheyenne XO and last name good birthday celebration.
Thank you for putting X on my name, because I don't understand how people forget that shit.
No, it's Chiane XO.
I don't know why people forget that.
It's been that since I've been knowing you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's always that.
Period. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, we having a birthday celebration at No Buffer Podcast next week, man. Y'all pull up.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
gonna
y'all
close
pull
it
up.
out?
Yeah,
You gonna
okay, I'm sorry. Looking at shit on my phone. So thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of No Buffer Podcast, the Culture Ratchet podcast to say what we want when we want. No buffer, just facts. We got last name good, myself Chiane XO, and the bearhead as Lingo Steve in the building. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in this far. Make sure y'all go buy y'all some merch, some Culture Ratchet shirts.
merch.
Cause everybody deserves to be culturally ratchet. You owe it to yourself. Don't
Definitely.
don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself to some merch. We will, on that note, see y'all black asses next week. And don't forget, if y'all gonna pull up on us next week, let us know. DM us. Let us know so that way we can have everything together. It's BYOB.
Yeah, I was about to say there's one. Yeah.
We should really say BYOV. Bring your own vibe. So bring your own vibe and your own vice. Ooh, like I did that. So whatever you into, just don't bring no coke. But
No, bring no.
yeah.
Coke.
But whatever you into, bring that. So BYOV, and we'll see y'all black asses next week.
Yeah.
We out.